Good morning from a very nice Southern California day. Very sunny, and I'm still adjusting this. I'm sorry, guys. Very sunny and very nice. So I'm here to do another journal swap share with you, and this is for Laura. And so let's get with it. Here's my beautiful bag I made for her. I really like this flower I made. Check that out. Anyway, so I'll take the book out first. We'll put it up there so you don't really see it first. So let's look at this. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? No. Where's the pointer thingies? It's just easy to point when I'm not pointing. Oh, I could have used this. Okay, doesn't matter. Didn't know I had a flat brush. Okay, so here, is some of the, the bag I made. Here's a little birdie I put on there. Is he cute? If you can see him, I hope you can see him right there. That's all Steph. This pretty thread is Steph Francis. Steph Francis over here. So then just some vintage, I almost said doily. That's not the word. Yo-yos or suffix puffs. I got it. Okay, I have all my stitching on there. The inside is a really pretty Sanderson fabric. I think you've probably seen that before. So everything is vintage or antique stuff on here, laces and things. Just pretty. I just love it. So this is a swap with a friend of mine, Laura. Laura. So here we go. So she wanted something that was similar to what I did for Wendy. Okay, I'm trying to see, so that's not enough here. Let's go. I'm going to have to zoom you out just a tad, like this maybe, just sort of. So you can see it. No, not really. Let's go up some like that. You can see the mess on my desk. That's a little better, right? Yeah, it's a little bit better. You see some wires, but... Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, so here's the book. It's an antique book from what I believe is, I thought the notifications were off. Sorry. It's an antique book from, there's the papers in here, but I think it's something like 1892, something like that. So it makes it antique. It's called something Rivers, I can't remember. Little Rivers, or I just like the color. I like this on the front, the embossing and the pretty gold. And then I did a spine to cover a spine piece here. All kinds of stuff on it. I can't remember. I'm looking to see if there's anything that's to point out. It's most of the stuff I use. Put a hole in here and just dangled one of these. I got this off of Etsy, and it's a crocheted little flower. It was a bookmark, crocheted flower bookmark, if you want to search for those things. I just thought it was pretty to hang off the edge. Okay, so here we go. So I think I'm in screen, and I'm going to sit down now. Okay. So over here we have another strip of embroidery I've done with a little hummingbird eating into this flower. I was going for the Rufus hummingbirds we have around here. I mean, it's not as pretty as them, but that's why there's oranges and colors like that, because it tried to do the markings like a Rufus hummingbird. And let's see, just pretty self-explanatory. This was a little program that was from, I think, the 1900 something, from that period of time. And so whatever was inside, it didn't really matter. But so I collaged over it some flowers, and then I put a little quote about gardens. And I think she'll like that. And the colors went really well. Okay, so let's put this back in here. I'll put it in this, well, then you can't see it. I'll put it like this for right now until I can spend more time with getting it in there. Okay, over here I have my little junk journal taggy thing I make. And this is an antique calling card. I know you can't, if I move it down too much, but there is a shadow right there. I'm sorry, guys. It's going to have to be in shadow a bit. I'm so sorry. Okay, then we go this way. Over here is a really pretty. I bought this on Etsy, who makes some paper crafts. I just thought it was pretty, so I added it on here. Here's a note to you, and it's a really cute postcard from the early 1900s. I think it's like, it could be 1917, I think, but it's obviously messed up right there. But super cute. So that's right there. I just put this clip on here just to keep it from kind of moving around, but it doesn't, it's not necessary to have that on there. Okay, yeah. Oh, Little Rivers is what it's called, and it's 1897. So there you go. So that's the title page from the book. And then over here we have a flip with an antique or page of rag paper. Rag paper, we know rag paper is from the somewhere around like 1850 or 40s and then beyond. So if you go to, and each one has a little bit more rag paper depending on the year. So then this was a tutorial that Wendy from Wendy's Journal Adventures did, and I really liked it because this was out of a book called A Garden Eden, and she did a cute thing just like this. I put on the back one of the illustrations that was in the book, etching or whatever it is. It's super pretty. I like that. And then this is an antique card, 1929. So it's just it's pretty much antique. Inside is a handmade invitation, and it's a Valentine. Check it out, or a heart. Super cute. Bring Marjorie, February 14th, 1929. Isn't that cute? At the Shaw House, Gary Shaw, and it just has stuff in here. Hope you can come. Look at that, super cute. I thought that was adorable. So I'll put that back together in a minute. And over here we have a lot of the like here it had this is antique obviously, and it's very fragile. And then here's one of the pictures of one of the lakes or rivers. This paper is also very fragile. Had a little crack here. I didn't put anything there, but I'm going to send you, Laura, a bunch of stuff you can, like a ephemera pack that you can play with. So it's one of Rosemary Morris's pretty eco-dyed papers. Look at how pretty that is. Over here, I did another flip with a first day of issue. It's 1984, but it has a pretty orchid here, Pacific Calypso orchid. I think Laura's going to be moving. If I'm not mistaken, she said she lived in Bakersfield. So she's thinking about moving to be closer to her grandkids, I believe. And so I just put some things in here that I thought would, Pacific Coast. If she's moving to someplace farther, not on the coast, I thought she would like that. And here's a cute little postcard. It's embossed. Embossed, that's what it's called. And they're pansies. It's one of her favorite flowers that she likes. Sorry, going over there. So that's right in here like this. So nice. This is a tag. This is from Love Junk Journals from Tracy Fox. It's one of her compendium kits, I believe. It's just super cute. And in here is a new thing I have found. And these are silk, embroidered silk, like a tobacco card, a cigarette card, only instead of just the card, it has an embroidered silk piece. It's just gorgeous. We should petition somebody to bring this back. So there's a little bit of, there's a poem in here, and this is a daisy. That was one of her flowers she said she really liked. So that's right on here. Okay, another one of her flowers. No, was it daffodil? Can't remember if she said daffodil. I think so. So anyway, this is from a book I have, and I just made a card out of it with a little dedication that was, I think, from this book. So I thought, because it has a little poem and stuff. The book seemed to have a lot of little rhyming verses, and these are more pictures from the book. So I thought that was so fun. This is a tutorial, I think also from Wendy. So this is a collaged envelope. On here, this is some of my painted paper. The rest is, I use all antique or vintage stuff. And over here you have a really pretty, really fragile card, part of a card. It doesn't say, it has a little bit of writing there, but it doesn't say when it was. So I put it in here in the window, but it also, this can be in the window too, if you take this out for some reason. Okay, and I hold this in place just because this guy slides out super easy. And I want to put a different clip on there. I keep reminding myself. Okay, so this is one of Rachel's Roxy Creations envelopes she has. I thought these were super cute, so I just put that in here. I need to write on something for her, so I don't know what I'll write on and put it in here, but her birthday's in April, and I don't think I had the exact date on the flips and stuff, the cards. Let's see, this one was, not that one, this one. No, I thought I had another one. No. I know that's not it. Oh, well, I thought I'd probably do in here. I couldn't find, I didn't have her exact date, so, but I had, this was off, it was I think it was in a Reader's Digest book. You know how they have those, the little stories, and this was his April morning, so I thought that was cute. I just put this here to make it a tuck, because I just thought sometimes the holes make it look weird, so I just did it like that. And then here's this is one of those things that you give out, an advertisement. Look how pretty, and it's gilded, super pretty, early 1900s, I'm sure, or even late 1800s. But it's a fall parade books, wall, something with a P, might be, I don't think it's publishing because there's a P-A. And Certain Goods, O'Keeffe's on Main Street. But it's all, this is all, I don't know if you can tell that that's all gilded, but it's super pretty. So that's just sticking out here like that. And here's like I did for, I bought some of these online. It's from, let's see, Indie Palette. So she's a shop on Etsy. She does the greatest watercolor stuff. So she likes daisies. Show myself 3 flowers. Daisies, I think sweet peas and daffodils maybe. I know daisies are probably the flower for April. Okay, then over here I have a tuck spot, and I just made a little tuck. I just love these. These have always been my favorite. A little piece of leftover stitching from the machine as a tab. This is like a little flippy here. Isn't that pretty? And on here is another one of the pictures. I like this because it says, like a mirror framed in daisies. So that apparently these are all daisies, which would be, it's one of her flowers. So I thought that was super cute. Okay, it's just a poem from the book. Over here, I sewed these little things here. And I got this little snippet from a gal in Australia. Oh, I had her name at the tip of my tongue, but I bought those a while back. I just like to support people on Etsy. Anyway, but I did sew this part and put it on there. A little calling card with pansies, I believe. Over here, because sweet peas is one of her flowers. And April had a couple flowers, I thought, but sweet pea is one of them, so that's on here. Maybe sweet peas was one of the flowers she liked too. I can't quite remember. I mean, I have to go look at my notes and then, it just takes more time. So this is an embroidery I did, and I don't know, that's embroidery. That's embroidery I did. Over here is from a book that had all these cute etchings like that. I really like the etchings nowadays. Here's the antique playing card. It has the L on it. This is also antique, some kind of label. Thought it kind of went well with this kind of architecture stuff. It tells you about this. Paddington Street, Sir Henry Parks. Part of me thought, I think it's New South Wales. Is that in Australia? I don't know. I'm sorry, not very good. This is super duper old, probably early 1800s to late 1700s, and it's all embossed. You can feel the typing on it. Just gorgeous paper, rag paper. Here's another greetings from a dear friend, and it's got a quote. It's probably, of course, it's not marked. they're all really old because you can tell they're vintage. I mean, they got embossing here and stuff like that. So, and that's what I buy. So, in groups like that. Okay, come here. I'm gonna come right here. I don't want to make too big of a hole there. I don't know that that helps anyone, does it? Okay. Well, it's okay. I know it. Okay. Then in here we have just some cards. Butterfly one. And these are interesting. They were sent to me from our dear friend. And these are cutouts. Isn't this interesting? Push. I don't want to break it, but I don't know what they were thinking about doing with these. I mean, I don't see how you could display them if you make it stand up straight. I don't know, but I had never seen anything like this along with those other embroidered ones. So I thought that was interesting. We have another one. Now, this is another, I have a lot of new things that I first found out. This was given in boxes of Arm & Hammer baking soda. So these are like American ones, American birds, which is super cool. I've never seen this bird. Would really like to see it someday. Sweet peas. Those are one of my favorites too. And then here's another one of these cards that have the, if I can get it out. Okay. Daffodil. Isn't that pretty? I sent Wendy some of these. I sent her some that had the, she likes the iris. So I had an iris one, but these are just adorable. I just wish things were like that nowadays. Here's like a little quote. It's another old postcard. This was a meditation card from Woolson, not Wilson, Woolson Spice Company in Toledo, Ohio. I just love the colors. I thought that went well with the book. These look like pansies or something up there, but just all embossed, and it's just pretty, beautiful, pretty. This here was from a string bean label that I got. It's original, and so I just thought it was pretty. I put like this little quote here: "A soft and lulling sound is heard of streams inaudible all day, inaudible by day," and I just put it here. It's just such gorgeous art, and it is a stream, so I thought that was pretty. I just love I love the color. I love everything about that. I should have scanned it. I didn't. Okay, this is just from the book too. I did a waterfall thingy with birds I painted. Some of my watercolor birds I did. And underneath it are fun little quotes that I'm going to let her find those because they're super cute. Okay, this is from an old, you know how they have a club meeting, then they have a brochure that they give. Look, club colors is pink and green. Club motto, the one needs to help the other. The one needs to help the other. It's interesting. I'm sure it was more like in 1920s or something, but it was organized in 1894. So I thought that was cute. This is the other side of the string bean label. Just gorgeous art. I made, gosh, I'm having a hard time today. Wildflower or flower little collage thingy here. It's all real flower, all real pressed flowers. And then it has a couple daisies. I know she likes those. And pansy, it wasn't really, she likes sweet peas, but I don't know how sweet peas, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And then here's one of those antique birds that they made. It was embossed too, but you can't tell because I put him under whatever this is, cellophane. Here's another one of a little tuck spot, and then this is another. I gave her another one of these, an oxeye daisy. The other one was a different kind of daisy, so I think that was pretty. The other side of that lovely paper. Other side of that book from Paddington Street. This is 1700s paper. This is one of those things that Wendy had a tutorial on this too. I did not do so great. I should have come through and did a little bit more of something, but yeah, I did that. These papers are one of the compendiums from Tracy Fox, one of her sets. Over here is just, this is just something another thing a little bit that I sewed on. Here, I had this once in a journal, and I just loved it. And so you tear these, you put a piece of vellum between the two, and it just kind of makes it pretty. You can see something through the vellum. I just forgot about this technique, and I hadn't done it for years, so I did that. This is one of my tall tags that I make with all antique and vintage papers, probably all antique. They're all, except for this is a digital, and then that's something that's printed out, and that's one of Tracy Fox's. Okay. So as you can see, there's a lot of places you can still write, Laura. Over here, this is that really old 1800 paper. There's document paper. I had a little bit left. It's like a beautiful turquoisey blue. And this is an old card that's probably from the 20s. And I just love the color. I know it's not your birthday, or maybe it is your birthday. Well, April, huh? Yeah, this, look, I planned that. But this opens out that way too. So you have other writing space if you'd like to use this or whatever you want to do. And it pulls out like that. I just love that card. I like the colors. Over here, this is I think these went on the Bonnie Ann. It's an embroidery, and there was a bunch of them. It came from France. I think they were made to put on top of postcards that they would mail out. And there were several of them in the grouping. So, I mean, they were all the same. But I thought this would be pretty just to tie on here as a little see-through flip. So you see, there's a lot of places you can write or add your own things. So I gave you a D ticket because if you're going to move away, I'm sure you went to Disneyland a lot. Bakersfield isn't that far away. But just to give you some, they don't even have the Sky Bucket. These are the kind of tickets you used to have to use to get on rides at Disneyland. You got a ticket book, and then you would use these tickets to get on the rides, like the Skyway to Fantasyland. Well, that's not there anymore. Rocket Jets is there. People Mover isn't there. That's in the People Movers in Florida. Disneyland Trains, that's still there. Mark Twain Steamboat, that's still there. Mine Train through, no, now it's called Big Thunder Mountain. They still have the Columbia. Tom Sawyer Island, it's now called something else. Pirates Lair or something like that. Davy Crocker Explorer Canoes, they're still there. Oh, you guys, anybody who might go to Disneyland, go on the canoes. They're just amazing if they're running. A lot of times they aren't, but on a nice day, they're running. And two guys they actually, have to actually do it. They want you to help out, but of course, you got kids that are like can't do it. It's just a hoot, and it's really fun. And then, so this is the big Disneyland train. What's this other one? Disneyland Railroad's the same thing, isn't it? New Orleans Square was the same thing. It goes through the whole park. I don't know. Primeval World. Yeah, that's all over there. Okay, anyway. So that's under there. This is a fun bookmark. I think it came in a box of chocolates. Isn't that beautiful? The colors and everything. Try not to get the glare too bad. And then the lady. Yeah, so it's chocolates. I think this come from, I know, it says Wisconsin. No, I don't know. I thought it came from France. That's where I got it, but I don't know. So that's in here. And this was another one of tutorials of Wendy's where you take out a piece of the Edith Holden book, something, and you put some, you cut out a piece that you can make a belly band, and then you put some kind of fabric underneath it. This is a canvas fabric, and then you sew all around it. So I like that. And then this is another thing I found out. Now this isn't a bubblegum card. Something called Val Amsterdam. Chewing gums, peppermints. So this was all in there. Isn't that great? So it's another cute one. So I have several new things in here, Laura. I've never put in anybody's box ever because I just found out about them. Oh, let's not see his bottom. Let's go like that. How's that? Just like that. Looks cute. Okay, the last side here, I have one of these. This is one of Rachel's, Roxy's weekly challenges. I think it was this year. So I just, I just did this collage, and it's on an antique book page, rag paper. So this is all another beautiful card. And it's all embossed. Flowers look perfect. And over here, this is just made to look like it's in there. It's really not. Here's another cigarette card with a, well, if I can even, Campanula, I don't know. Dyslexia, people, I'm sorry. Anyway, goes right there. This opens up, and there's another card in here, just like that. Okay. And then over here is, this is also some of my hand-painted paper. And then over here is 1700s paper in the background with some really pretty little flowers there. And this is, now it's in French, I think. To me, it looks like daffodils, but I don't think it is. But it kind of looks like that, so I put it in here. It's a Narcissus. Anyway, it's right there. And then that's it. So I hope you like it. I know you'll like it. I'm going to send you a lot of fun things. I think I'll show you one thing. I have a lot of these, so I did not make it. It's a writing pad. A writing, board with a little clip on it. This obviously comes up. I like this side because it kind of goes. But this is, the guy who made this is Johnny at the Junk Journal shop. And I have tons. I had one or I bought, and I give them as gifts sometimes. So it's just, I had it here. And this is a cute little bauble that J9 Scraps, Janine made. And one of the last sales. So I put it on here. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Vintage beads. I love the beads. And this is just something that, I think it was used to be the domino maybe. I don't know. But cutely made like that. So that's just on here for some interest. Just so you could, I don't want to put it in here because, see, it makes it so much bigger. But you could bear on it to write. Or, whatever. So that's my video. And I'm coming back soon, but I'll post this, but I won't put it public for a while, so you don't know anything. I'll be back with another video before we get to that point. So thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. I love doing it, Laura. Bye.